Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you're new. So we've got a really huge mid-season update here, and the patch notes literally just rolled out. We're just gonna go ahead and read along together. This is my first time taking a look at it. I'm pretty excited, man. It's been quite some time since we've gotten a new update. Anyways, let's just get into it. Cold War mid-season 2 update, patch notes, weapon balancing, new features, and more. Obviously, I'm more looking forward to the weapon balancing, but we'll just read through everything here really quickly. These changes will go into effect on March 29th, which is today, at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and March 30th at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so for multiplayer, we get a new map. Miami Strike comes to 6v6 this week with a streamlined map layout featuring an entirely new waterside path that opens up new close quarters opportunities. I have seen some photos of this, of what it looks like, so it definitely looks promising, because let's be real here. Miami is one of those multiplayer maps that most of us do skip. They're putting in a Miami Strike 24/7 playlist this week. Okay. Let's see, Mansion 2v2, don't really care too much about that, sorry about that. Just pause through the video if you guys want to like read along. Galava multi-team, don't really care about that either. Prop hunt is coming back. You know, I'm not gonna lie, prop hunt is definitely a fun game mode. All right, league play. With the new additions of Apocalypse, Hardpoint, and Express S&D to the league play rotation, we're constantly working on more ways to improve. Starting with Season 2 Reloaded, the Lawbreaker wildcard will no longer allow any weapon to be put into either weapon slot in league play. Players will only be able to use a primary and a secondary weapon. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. That way it's not too OP. You know, you have like 2 assault rifles, for example, when you're playing on league play. So I'm really glad that these changes are coming. Lawbreaker will now only allow players to equip multiple perks from the same category. Perk Greed wildcard will now be restricted completely in league play. We're no longer able to use Perk Greed. Okay, so I guess that's fair. We've also added new match suspension penalties for players who quit mid-match or engage in friendly fire. Okay, so this is great. Definitely great stuff. We really needed that. Zombies, don't really care too much about. Sorry if you're a Zombies fan, but just pause the video, you know, read through it if you want to. Here it is again. Dead Ops Arcade. Onslaught LTM. Blueprint support stability and bug fixes and more. All right, weapon tuning update. This is exactly what we've all been waiting for, at least for me. Anyways, we take weapon balancing seriously and make tuning decisions based on time to kill, as each new weapon is introduced to the meta. As a rule of thumb, you know, it's kind of funny. It's so funny to me. Introduced into the meta. It's like they know exactly what they're doing with these weapons, and they purposely make things, you know, more viable than the next one. Just a quick, you know, thought on that. I just really would prefer all weapons to be OP. That way we have, you know, variety. You know, that's how Call of Duty was back in the day. But anyways, we wanted to thank our invested community for all the great feedback and gameplay data that we need to drive balanced changes. We see how you play, and with billions of gameplay interactions at our fingertips, we've taken a fresh tuning pass across the Black Ops Cold War arsenal to ensure each weapon plays to its strengths without emerging as a clear frontrunner in its class. New tuning changes. In Season 2 Reloaded, we've implemented tuning to make the KRIG 6, FAR, and 𝗧𝗠 more competitive in the assault rifle class, while adjusting the Milano 821, KSP, LC10, MAC-10, and AK74u in the SMG class. We've also made some specific performance tuning to the RPG, 1911 Magnum, and more. These changes include complete tuning passes on muzzle and underbarrel attachments that affect recoil on assault rifles and SMGs, increasing damage for rockets against enemies with flak jacket and hardcore, and removing glint from sniper rifles with iron sights. Check out the full list of patch notes below for details. Okay, this is great. I tested all of the attachments on the SMGs and ARs as far as attachments that do increase or worsen your recoil, so I'm definitely looking forward to this. All right, here we go. Patch notes. Weapons, assault rifles, KRIG 6, improve visibility while firing an ADS. This is good. This is huge. This is a huge thing. I really hope this is going to be significant, because I feel like KRIG 6 is one of those weapons you cannot use without having a sight on it. It's just really terrible iron sights, in my opinion. Complete tuning pass on weapon accuracy, weapon movement, and visual clarity while firing with any optic attachment. Addresses instances of the weapon feeling floaty when firing for a prolonged amount of time. Feeling floaty, never really experienced that, so I'm not sure what that's about. FAR 1, increased ballistic speed by 12.8%. Okay, so I've tested out bullet velocity, so I'm not like an expert by any means as far as like, you know, real weapon terms go, but I'm assuming what they mean by this is your bullet velocity. So I've definitely tested out bullet velocity on all the assault rifles, SMGs. So they say 12.8%. So we'll actually see what happens in game. 𝗧𝗧𝗏 increased maximum damage range by 40%. Hopefully this is significant because the 𝗧𝗧𝗏 definitely needs better attachments that do increase bullet velocity. 𝗧𝗧𝗏 is definitely lacking in that, so kind of underwhelming there. Attachments: complete tuning pass on muzzle and underbarrel attachments that affect recoil on assault rifles. Submachine guns: Milano, increased mid-range damage by 10%. Increased mid-range damage by 33%. Increased sprint out speed by 14.2%. Increased raise speed by 11%. Slightly increased ADS speed. Okay, so this seems promising. Hopefully this damage is pretty significant. And I've tested the damage ranges as well, so I'm looking forward to this. KSP increased ballistic speed by 32.5%, reduced burst delay by 20%. Okay, wow. Reduced burst delay. All right, so this might actually make the KSP a lot more inviting for most players to use. The KSP is already the fastest time to kill for SMGs in the game. So reducing this burst delay might actually make it OP. AK74u, reduced accuracy with prolonged firing. Okay, so recoil is definitely going to be a little bit harder with the AK74u. Hopefully it's not anything too significant. Reduced muzzle velocity by 23.4%. Okay. Wow. This might actually not make it as viable because bullet velocity has a lot to do with, you know, being able to get your shots to your target faster. And it's funny because I just did a test on the AK74u and the bullet velocity is actually bugged on most of the barrel attachments on the 74u. Check out my video down below in the description if you're just curious what I mean by that. Anyways, LC10, reduced max damage range by 41%. Slightly reduced mid-range damage. Wow, 41%. That's huge. Very huge. Okay, we'll definitely have to do some testing on that. Mac 10, modified bullet pattern to add slightly more horizontal trajectories. So I'm assuming this makes the recoil a little bit worse. I don't know, man. Attachments: complete tuning pass on muzzle and underbarrel attachments that affect recoil on SMGs. You know, I can't tell. Like, is this a negative thing or a positive thing? Like, does this affect it negatively or positively? We'll have to find out. Light machine guns. Reduced maximum damage range by 25%. Sniper rifles, disabled glint effect on sniper rifles with iron sights equipped. Pistols, increased ADS speed by 11%. Magnum, slightly decreased hipfire accuracy. Dual wield bullet trajectories are now more varied when firing both guns. Okay, this is a good nerf, honestly, because magnums are just way too OP. So I'm glad that they fixed that a little bit here. Redesign the takedown barrel into a tight snub barrel. This attachment now adds damage to both enemies and vehicles. Launchers, slightly increased blast radius. What? Greatly increased length of straight rocket flight path. Okay. Well, maybe because people who are grinding for camos, they find it very hard to get kills with the RPG. So I definitely see why they had to buff this. General, rockets now inflict more damage to enemies with flak jacket and hardcore. Still requires a direct hit. Okay, this was much needed for sure. I've seen a lot of clips of people just complaining about the RPG not doing anything even in hardcore. Attachments: infantry V-choke. Updated attachment description to clarify pros and cons. Weapon progression. Players now earn weapon XP and challenge progress by using any weapon even if they do not currently own it. For example, using another player's weapon picked up from the ground that the player does not... Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. That's a really interesting weapon progression buff right there. Movement: slightly reduced speed of changing stances from stand, crouch, and prone. Additional adjustments to come to address remaining disparity between first person and third person perspectives. Yeah, this is huge because there was like a lot of instances when people would go in a prone position and then they would just like spring up like a bunny, like really fast. It's just kind of unfair in some situations, you know. Combat record: added vehicles section, addressed an issue with killed by stat not tracking properly. Multiplayer: Miami Strike, we already went through this. Mansion, yeah, raid. Yeah, these are just game mode stuff now. Just pause the video if you need to. I just wanted to just highlight the important things that we or at least my viewers really care about here. New playlist, new challenges, general gestures. Okay. League play. Yeah, we already went through all these league play here. Zombies. Okay. Yeah, and I guess that's pretty much it. If you guys want to see the patch notes for yourself, I will leave a link down below in the description. So yeah, man, we have a lot of testing to do based on these weapon tuning changes that happen here. So let me know down below in the comments, what do you think is going to be the new meta? And you know, what do you think of these buffs here to the SMGs as well as to the assault rifles? So we'll definitely have some fun with it, and we're gonna do some testing. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are brand new around here to make your way back to the channel. I'm always posting Call of Duty Cold War content. If that's what you're into, this is definitely the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go, baby. I just want to give a quick shout out, by the way, to my sponsor, 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝐺. They are the best blue light glasses on the market. I literally wear them everywhere. I wear them when I'm editing videos, when I'm watching videos, even on my phone, even when I go outside, dude. They come with these really cool clip-on magnet attachments that can be used as sunglasses. Now, I just want to give a quick comparison here, just for comparison's sake. Okay, so these are some previous gamer glasses that I used to wear on stream. And, you know, I mean, who wants to look like this, man? I'm just keeping it real, dude. Now that you've seen that, bam. I mean, this is a lot more natural, more casual, dude. You can wear this anywhere, and you can also get it prescripted if you are wearing prescription glasses. And I also do have a prescription pair, by the way. And here are the clips that I was just talking about. Bam, I'm ready to go outside, grab the mail. I'll come back inside, tag off my clips. That's all it is to it. But anyways, if you guys are interested in that, learn more about it, link down below in the description. Appreciate everybody who's been using the code TURBO at checkout. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Let's go, baby.